What's going on, guys? Welcome to the official watch-along for Manchester United versus Wolves. United are back. It's the Premier League. It's our first game at Old Trafford, of course. It's always better when you're at home. Now, obviously, the lineups aren't out just yet. They'll be out at 7 o'clock. But I thought with it being the first game, we could do a bit of a extended build-up, if you will. So there's loads of news to talk about anyway. So we'll just dive into that together. Make sure you leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And if you're on TikTok, make sure you drop us a follow over on YouTube as well. So for the first, basically, I'll give you the dynamic how I'm going to go through this watch-along, okay? So for the first half an hour, we're going to have a bit of bits of news that we're talking about, sales, outgoings, all the sales like Lavia to Chelsea, which is very interesting. And then as the lineups come out, we'll talk about that. And then the last half an hour, we'll go through the game together as well. So there's a structure to this, which isn't like me because I'm very unorganized, but there is a structure to it. So as soon as them lineups are out, I will talk about that. We'll discuss it and we'll go through it together like always. Let me know if my audio is okay as well. I had a couple of issues before I went live. So if it is a little bit crackly or anything, do let me know, but should be fine. It should be okay. Right, we'll kick things off with bits of news. Effectively, what you're getting here, you're getting a news show, half an hour news show, and then an hour build-up, and then a 2-hour watch-along. So this is what you call dedication. Nobody else is live right now at the minute. None of the other channels are live at the minute. So get involved. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. I need your comments to conversate, to get, to watch it together. So we've got your place in the Cosmos saying not sure about comfortable, but I think we'll win. Henry Jones saying, come on United, let's batter them 5-0, go to top of the league straight away. Pierce says, it's been a while. Yes, Pierce, how you doing, mate? Siobhan's in the chat saying even Lavia didn't want Liverpool. We're definitely going to discuss that. Anonymous Mango, he's putting his predicted 11 in already. He's saying Onana, Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Martinez, Shaw, Casemiro, Mount Fernandez, Anthony, Rashford, Garnacho. I think that was my predicted lineup as well. Thank you for the badge, whoever's just sent me that. Absolute legend. Thank you very much. Make sure you're subscribing to Real Reds Talk. A couple more contracts. Henry Jones says 8-year contract for Casado. Transfer confirmed. Shreya saying my apologies for not being on. That's absolutely fine, Shreya. You deserve a break, mate. And Siobhan says I agree with that predicted lineup too. To be fair, we're going to talk about the lineup. Don't worry about that. That'll come out at 7 o'clock. Maybe we'll get a couple of leaks beforehand. I pretty much know what the lineup's going to be, to be honest with you. But yeah, like I said, we'll get to that. I want to discuss bits of news because there's stuff going on with Mason Greenwood. There's stuff going on with outgoings. There's stuff going on with Harry Maguire. Onana from Everton. Like there's loads and loads of stuff that we need to get into. So let's go through that first with a fine-tooth comb. Good evening to Brian, who's in the chat. You absolute legend. Thank you for joining us. And thank you to everyone on YouTube right now joining on YouTube, of course, but on TikTok as well. The usuals are coming back in. I haven't done a live. I used to always go live on TikTok and YouTube for games and stuff, but I haven't done it in a while. This is the first time I've done it in a while, so nice to see everyone in the cut. Very nice. And yeah, so sales, Manchester United. I was looking at the sales that we've made before, and everyone's crediting the transfer business that we've done, right? The players that we've brought in, Mason Mount, Onana, and Rasmus Højlund. 3 good signings. I mean, we overpaid on Højlund slightly. Mount is questionable. Onana, good deal, I would say. So far, probably a 6.5 out of 10. People may disagree with that. That's my personal opinion. Then we talk about outgoings. That's where it gets a little bit sticky because I'm happy to credit John Murtaugh, Richard Arnold, all these guys for the business they're doing in the window. But then the outgoings, looking at that, I think, let me have a look. So Henderson, Donny van der Beek, and Maguire are still technically at the club, and Scott McTominay, if he's considered to be up for sale. We've only made under £30 million so far in the transfer window. So we've offloaded Fred, Ilanga, Telles, and Iqbal as it stands right now. Fred, about 12 million. Ilanga, we got just under 15 million, I think it was. You got Telles for 4, I think, and then Iqbal for 1 million. So it's a pittance, really, when you're adding it to the pot. And then we've spent 70, 55, 125 plus 40, probably about 170 million, something like that, roughly, 165, 170. So the net spend is 140 million pounds there or thereabouts. We're still linked with Amrabat. We're still linked with Onana, but I don't get how you... The Amrabat deal was relying on Fred and Donny van der Beek to go, right? So Fred's gone. God knows what's happening with Donny, because Donny is alone, by the way. And we spent 2-3 weeks, something along the lines of 2-3 weeks on this. It's outrageous. It's mad. Like, that is really, really bad. If Sociedad want him, pay his wages, done. Like, I don't get how a loan structure can take so long. It's mental to me. I know Ajax could potentially be in the fold, but is it really that much of a discussion? It's one of them, isn't it? Like, you either go out. Who do you prefer, Donny? First and foremost, Ajax or Real Sociedad? He will say, I prefer that. Right, okay. Let's see if they're willing to pay your wages, because we're not going to pay half of him. Are we going to charge a loan fee? Will there not be a loan fee? When do you go? Surely that's the terms that they discuss, right? I don't get why it's taking so fucking long. It's absolutely mad. Someone's saying in the chat there, support your local, mate. I'm 5 minutes away from Old Trafford. Stop talking absolute nonsense, pal. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Talk to me. Let's read out some more comments. Anonymous Mango says 4-1 to Wolves. Shreyas says, if Liverpool bottle another transfer, I'm bringing out the ginger ale. Don't drink too much, Shreyas. Siobhan says, do you think Mason deserves number 7, or should we be giving it to Garnacho? Well, we discussed this, didn't we? I've always said, when you associate the number 7 with Manchester United, you associate it with exciting players who you know, have been these kind of mavericks in history. You know, George Best, Eric Cantona, Robson had it at a point, David Beckham, Cristiano Ronaldo, Mason Mount. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he'll do the shirt a disjustice, if that's even a word. But I just feel like, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like a number 7. It was weird. I don't understand it. Garnacho seems like a number 7. You've been Old Trafford. That guy gets you off your seat. So it's yeah, not for me. I would have given it Garnacho. He's clearly got the confidence and the ability for us. So strange one, but it is what it is. Shreya saying, you read my mind, Brian. I've never been happier in my life. Moondog's in the chat. I've not seen Moondog for a while. Hope you're good, mate. Saying Onana is the real life version of the monk from the movie Mean Machine. Love that reference. Adam saying, Nick, it's difficult to sell the likes of them. It's like, oh, where's that comment gone now? It's difficult to sell the likes of them. It's like trying to offload a used Johnny who would buy that. And it's expensive as well, more to the point. Anonymous says, United versus Wolves expected to be the most viewed match from the Premier League opening fixtures. How do we feel about that? Brandon Robson's in the TikTok saying, missed the TikTok. Well, I'm happy to be back and I'm happy you're in the chat. May says, predicting 3-0 Garnacho, Bruno, Mount to get a debut goal. We've got Mighty AO4 saying Scott needs to go. Absolutely agree with that. Xavi Simmons is in the chat. Big up, Xavi. Someone saying I love you. Thank you very much. Other people donating. Thank you for that. Hey, mate, could you do the Harvey Barnes archery celebration? I didn't see the celebration. Sorry. And I'm also not a performing monkey. United. Fred leaving is tragic. I don't think it's tragic, is it? Official MUFC says Harry Maguire going. Well, is there? Let's discuss Harry Maguire, because you basically given a perfect segue there. So, Harry Maguire is stalling with a deal at the minute due to personal terms. And what he's basically going to be is, he's like, well, I'm on £190,000 a week at Manchester United. West Ham are offering me £100,000 a week, my contract doesn't run out till 2025. I don't think it is. So where's my money coming from? You know, that'd be millions that I'm losing out on because you guys want me to go. Now, I'm not backing Harry Maguire in this situation by any stretch of the imagination, but if it's two sides to this. If he's got something about him and he wants game time and he wants to continue to play for England, because Gareth Southgate has threw that out there concrete and said, if you're not playing, mate, you're probably not going to get in the team. We've got players like Gay, who's looking decent, Tamora, a couple more who are probably not thinking off the top of my head. So your playing time, even for England, is in serious consideration. That must have him slightly worried, which is why he's potentially agreed to move to West Ham, potentially become the captain, and would probably be one of their better players, if we're being honest. I think Harry Maguire would suit West Ham. I think the way they kind of very compact team, rely on aerial ability, play the long ball from time to time, sit deep. I think he would suit West Ham. I think he'd be quite good there. A lot of people might say, shit, it won't work out. I think he would be a very good player for West Ham. £30 million should have got at least half of what we paid for him, 40 million, but it is what it is. It's clear that he's not wanted at United, which is why he was stripped to the captaincy. And it's clear he's not in Eric Ten Hag's plans, because the way we play, it just doesn't suit him. He hasn't got the mobility. He's not agile. He can't scan. He's not great. In that system. So it's obviously he needs to go. But you put yourself in his shoes. If you was on that amount of money, you're talking like 190 grand a week, and someone said to you, yeah, you can move, and you're like, right, okay, I'll move. I'll look to a new challenge. I'll do something. But what are you going to do about my wages? Because we would have that conversation, 100%. I wouldn't just sit there and say, yeah, no worries. That 5 mil that you owe me, or that overarching £10 million that's just going to go into probably the Glazers' pockets, if we're being honest. What's happening with that? Are you going to pay me that? No? Right, all right, I'll stand. No worries. I don't blame him. I don't blame him for doing that, to be honest with you. So, look, we'll see what happens with Harry Maguire. I think West Ham are putting up a little bit of a front because they're getting frustrated with the amount of time that this deal is taking, and now apparently they're looking at other alternatives. I think it's basically just a play to kind of push United to say, right, all right, we'll pay the overarching wages that need to be paid. Like, so effectively, we won't get £30 million for him. We'll probably get 20 to 25 or whatever it is. And then that'll probably be in installments as well, I'm guessing. So in reality, it's not even that much for someone who we paid, £8 million for. But that's Manchester United for you. We can't sell players, can we? Loads more comments. I'm going to try to get into as many as you can. Make sure you do leave a like on the video format if you can, please, and subscribe to the channel. I'll get into the comments on TikTok as well. Jess Joke says, not a real red, more a Liverpool supporter if you don't support Salford. Okay, well, I'm closer to Old Trafford than I am to Salford Stadium, so I don't know where this narrative is coming from, but you can always rely on some cranks in TikTok. No idea what's going on with Maguire now. Hopefully I've covered that for you. Lou says, number 7 lost its spark years ago. You're right. You're absolutely spot on. Valencia didn't do it justice. He kind of felt the weight of that shirt, didn't he, when he took over, when Cristiano left. I mean, Michael Owen was, yeah, I mean, do we even need to discuss that? Who else were it? Memphis Depay was in there as well. And you're like, yeah, no one's done it justice since they've got it. Who else? Alexis Sanchez. I'm trying to think of other people. It's just kind of gradually got worse and worse. Di Maria. Yeah, it's been shit on recently, and people have been using it to wipe their ass effectively. Mason Mount debut goal at the Stretford end. I have heard, by the way, that Garnacho and Mount are starting. So remember me saying that. Garnacho and Mount are starting. When the team lineups come out, I will refer back to this point. Number 7 is typically a winger in recent years, or just an exciting player, like a maverick, skillful player. Mason Mount will be, I think, I know a lot of people are a bit split on Mason Mount as a player, if he'll be good enough for Manchester United. I think he'd be a really, really useful player to have. It's the reason why any manager he's performed under have always picked him, is because he's an essential cog in that machine. He won't be a Bruno Fernandes, I don't think, in terms of stats. He's not much of he's not a stat pad. I mean, he got 10 goals, 10 assists with Chelsea in his best season there. But I just think he'll be really important in them, like, away games. If you're playing Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena or something like that, I think he'll be mega, mega important for us. And I think it'll take time, but I think he'll be good. Just in my personal opinion, but everyone's entitled to their own, of course. Henry Jones says transfers in Onana, Mason Mount, Hoyland, Fred, Iqbal, Tellez, Elanga. That's what I mean. It's not great, is it? Matty Madders says, on the Use Johnny subject, West Ham seem to somehow want Maguire. Great timing there. Great timing. Everyone new to the channel, straight saying, everyone new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. I'm missing loads of comments here. Lewis saying Nick fan club return. Siobhan saying West Ham open. Thank you, that Lewis. West Ham have opened up looking at other replacements. Yep. I think McTominay would suit Newcastle more than West Ham. Thing is, with Newcastle, though, when they got a midfielder, Guimaraes, Tonali, and Joe Linton, McTominay ain't getting in that, is there? So are they going to spend £45 million for a bench player? I don't see it. I also don't think West Ham will get him either. We're holding out 45 million. West Ham offer 30. There's 15 million pounds there, effectively, in a valuation split. I don't think we sell him. I think Scott stays. But if we did sell him, someone like Onana would be a great option, who I'll discuss shortly. Moondog says Roberto Carlos was number 6, Fabinho was 3, Trent Alexander-Arnold 66 numbers are just numbers you could agree the number 7 should have been retired in tribute to Best or Cantona, or even R7. Brian says, Nick, we'd all love to hear your thoughts on Lavia choosing Chelsea over Liverpool. Right then, yes, thank you for mentioning that. If we've got any Liverpool fans in the chat, do let me know, because you lot are in the absolute mud, mate. In the mud. You went for Casado, £115 million. It's weird because Jurgen Klopp, there was a quote about Pogba when we were spending close to £100 million. He's like, I should be in the job if this is football, and blah, blah, blah. A few years down the line, We're talking about Liverpool putting in a record transfer for Moises Caicedo, £115 million, and he still says no. Imagine that. Imagine that. Chelsea, who just had the worst season of their life last season, not in Champions League football, not even in Europa League conference, and Caicedo goes, you know what, Liverpool? Nah, I'm going to go Chelsea, mate. I'm going to go Chelsea, pal. Like, oh, well, we're offering the mo. Oh, Chelsea are going to offer that now. Don't worry about it. Right, okay. And then Southampton know about the Lavia situation, about the Caicedo situation. They say, oh, whoa, 1 second. You was offering 40 million. You just offered nearly triple that for another player. We know you've got money now, so we want 60. Liverpool crumble to the order. They go, all right, we'll give you £60 million, no problem. And then Lavia goes, this situation again. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go Chelsea. You can't write this shit, honestly. Cannot write this shit. Love it. Love it. Inject it in my veins. I love it. Even Mount rejected Liverpool. Everyone's rejecting Liverpool at the minute. Has anyone seen the meme I put out on Twitter before? Check it out, please. Wayne Perry saying, oh, United, we love you. Yes, we do. Martin saying, glory, glory, Man United. Absolutely, sir. We ain't on that Lavia nonsense. Please come to our club. We would love to sign you. Love it. Klopp will be gone by next season. Thoughts on Neymar to Saudi? Oh, Neymar to Saudi. Yeah, it's obvious, isn't it? I was figuring it out before, right? So Neymar's wages at Saudi Arabia, he's on, I believe, 2.5 million per week. Per week, right? So in 1 week's wage that Neymar gets at Saudi, for any of you people, I imagine most of you are working, right? You're probably on about 18K a year, 18 to 21K. Maybe there's some bougie people in there like, actually, I'm a teacher. I'm on 30. I'm a whatever it is, right? But just I'm saying statistically, most people 18 to 21K. That's the kind of standard wage, right? If you was to work 150 years of your life and not spend a penny, forget the taxes or anything like that, which there isn't any in Saudi, by the way, and not spend a penny, that would be equivalent to 1 week's wage of Neymar. Oh, it just makes you like, and he probably Neymar's past it now. He had his opportunity at Barcelona. He was fantastic there. He's had moments with PSG. He's one of the most natural born gifted footballers I've ever seen, but he didn't live up to his hype. Like, I believe he could have, if he stayed at Barcelona, he could have got that Ballon d'Or. He could have gone to that next level. Now I see it, I'm like, I remember when United got linked with Neymar actually, and I was like, absolutely fucking not. Stay away from that. Stay away from that. He's going to want 500 grand a week plus. He's going to want a 4-year contract. He's not got he plays more as a 10 now. We've got Bruno. Why would we need him? We don't need him. So yeah, Neymar to United, absolutely not. And if he's going Saudi, like a lot of players are at the moment, and Saudi are willing to pay the money, apparently I think like 70% of it's up front as well. So if they sign him on a 4-year deal, it's on 2.5 million per week, which is 10 million a month, which is 120 million a year. 5-year contracts. I'm trying to do quick math here. 580 mil, is it? 70% of that. Jesus, it's quick math. 10% of 550 is 55. Times it by 7. Fuck me. This is like, it's about 350 million in it. Up front. Tax free. Like, he is just sat there wiping his ass with money at the minute, Neymar. Honestly, just like that. Yeah. No worries. Get that check. Yeah. Light work. Crazy numbers. Moondog saying never wanted Caicedo or Lavia, would rather take Andre from Brazil. I haven't heard of Andre from Brazil. What clubs do you play for? Let me know, and I might do a little video on it. I like doing talking about videos actually whilst you guys are watching. I've done a Pavard video, so analysis of Pavard up from his time from Lille to his fantastic goal in the World Cup, an analysis of him, what type of player he is, how he functions, etc. Anyone who wants to know what he's all about, that'll be dropping very, very soon. And then for a members video as well, Real Red Ultras, if you guys are in chat, done a video on Lisandro Martinez, his time at Manchester United, how he's done, how he's developed, what we think of him, or what I think of him, should I say, and an opinion piece basically on Leacher. So that'll be dropping for the members at some point this week. Just needs to be edited and it will drop. So if you want to become a Real Red Ultra, please do click the join button next to the notification bell. It helps support the channel. We've already got like 15 members. And when we get to 22 members, we do like a live draw. We did it last time. Brian came on the show with us. It was really, really fun. We do a live draw and we get someone random on the channel, whoever, one of the members. So they get to come on and do a show with us, etc. It's, yeah, like I said, really, really good. Siobhan says, where do you think Mbappe will end up? Madrid. One destination for Mbappe. Always has been. Real Madrid. Because that's why I think they're not really pushing for a number 9 at the minute. You saw Benzema leave, but they're still without one, aren't they? Xavi Simmons saying, sneeze Cooper. You know, if you know, you know. You know, you know. Charlie Malman says, on the wages Neymar is getting, they are insane. Yeah. Mental maths with Nick. How did I do? Did I pass that test? The mental arithmetic test. I feel like I'm quite good at that. I feel like I did all right there, to be honest. Matty Madders, Mbappe to Real for free next summer. Yeah, it's been the most obvious transfer since God knows. Yeah, it's going to happen 100%. Right, let's discuss Mason Greenwood, should I say. If there's any idiot comments in the chat, you'll just get blocked. So don't give me none of that. My star boy's back. Don't care about this person, whatever, blah, 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 because I'll just block you. But the decision on Mason Greenwood is now expected to be at least another week away as the clubs want to explain the investigation to key stakeholders. A delay contributed to England players from United's women's team being wrongly targeted online before and after the World Cup qualifiers. And apparently Erik ten Hag is understood to be open to the prospect of Mason Greenwood returning to the United squad. Again, not one I want to spend too long on, simply because we've spoken about it so much on the channel. We've covered every single angle, what our thoughts are. So I'm not going to get too much into that. Just again, sticking with the theme of United dragging things on, it's not great, is it? Like, this is taking longer than the actual legal investigation, somehow. So yeah, not fantastic. Probably go into September. They'll try and announce. I've heard things like they might try and announce if the takeover got announced, to try cover it up, like in terms of media speculation and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. There's loads of theories out there. I'm not much of a conspiracy person, to be honest. But yeah, it's not great. Brian Casey saying Wan-Bissaka starting. Interesting. I had Dalot in my team, I think. Yeah. Henry Jones is extending till 2025, apparently, because Neymar left. Nah, I don't see it. I don't see Mbappe extending. When he signs, we'll believe that he holds PSG to ransom right now. Ouch, another hamstring injury for Real Madrid. Who's out for Madrid? They've had Courtois and Militao drop out Madrid, haven't they? Crazy, absolutely crazy. Very quiet in the TikTok. Make sure you leave a like on for us and get your comments in. Let's talk about United, man. Playing Wolves. Exciting times. On to the next story. Manchester United have approached Everton about a deal for Amadou Onana. I wish I had the button because I play it right now, but I'm not. If you know, you know. Erik ten Hag is keen to address his team's lack of physicality and has turned his focus to bringing in a commanding central midfielder. Ten Hag wants more depth in midfield and feels that United need more height, but he does not want to compromise on quality. United believe Amadou Onana is more than a destroyer and is good enough on the ball. What do you think about Onana? Not the goalkeeper, of course, the midfielder. Would you take him at Manchester United if it was a choice out of Amrabat and Onana? In fact, let me do a poll. Let me move this microphone. Let me do a poll. So I'll put a poll up at the start of the show. 25 people in the chat. Wow, big up to you guys. I've already seen that. Make sure you leave a like on the video if you haven't already. But I put a poll up at the start saying comfortable win tonight, yes or no. 77% of people said yes. 23% said no. So the majority are feeling pretty confident about tonight. So I'll end that. 78% just went up. Someone was obviously watching the poll. So, who would you prefer? Onana? We might get both, but Amrabat. I think this is really interesting to see what people think. Again, TikTok as well. Onana or Amrabat? Let me know. Comments. Let me know in the comments, pal. Garnacho starting. I told you. Garnacho starting. Said that. Courtois an ACL injury. Yeah, Dean Henderson is on the bench tonight. Henderson. No, why not both? I agree, Brian. I absolutely agree. I would take both. But I'm saying if there was a choice, if we're limited on our budget, FFP reasons and all that bollocks, which one would you take and why? again, it's a tough question because they're both very good players. But who do you think would suit our system more effectively? Maybe that's a better question. Xavi Simmons is saying Amrabat, Dragon Slayer, I like the name, saying Amrabat for sure. If any of you guys, I don't know if you've watched a lot of him. I'm guessing you have if you're saying that. But if you want to see a little video on Amrabat, there's a members video out. So you have to become a member to watch that. Or there's a small piece on TikTok, a 2.5-minute video, basically what he's about. So if you want to check that out, that's on the TikTok page. And drop us a follow on TikTok as well. I'll drop you a follow back. Sorry, Nick, I missed you say about Garnacho. Oh, no, don't worry about that. It's fine. Don't worry about it. If only let me press Onana. Really? Is that true? Well, so far, 75% think Amrabat and 25% say Onana. Interesting. I thought it might swing the other way, me. That's very interesting. Is the match on? No, the match kicks off at 8 o'clock, but I'm doing an hour and a half live coverage just because it's first game in the Premier League in it and people probably bored, so came live. I'm just going to make a drink very quickly because I am thirsty as fuck and I've been, just done a few videos, pre-records for the channel, so absolutely killing. I never felt so pale in my life looking at myself in the camera now. Jesus. Got Neville and Carragher. Onana's giving an interview. Excited. Yes. I love Onana. Character. The upgrade on David Gea is sensational, isn't it? Oh, actually, that's just led me to my perfect next point. Are you ready for this? What the fuck was that? Oh, it was me, Matt. Ready for this, right? Has anyone seen, it's been going about on social media, move my mic a little bit closer. Has anyone seen the video of Richard Keys and Andy Gray analysing United, the money that they spent, and David De Gea? Please tell me there's someone either on TikTok or YouTube that I've seen that video. Please let me know in the comments, just so I'm not the only one who can talk about it. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'll wait to see if has anyone seen it? Put it in the comments if you have. Am I the only one? Really? Surely not. So basically, Richard Keys and Andy Gray got sacked, didn't they, from Sky Sports for basically slagging off I think it was a woman who was an official. She was a linesman or a ref or something like that. And it was basically, long story short, they got sacked for saying that she can't do a job because she's a woman, effectively, which is obviously ridiculous because we have women's linesmen now who do a good job. So it has nothing to do with gender. But that's what they was referring to. So they got sacked. And now they work for beIN Sports, which is owned by Qatar, I believe. And their presenters on there. And he was doing a piece on United and he was talking about David De Gea. And Andy Gray stands there and he goes, right, a goalkeeper job, Richard, is to save a shot. Am I right? And Richard Keys like, yeah, you're right, Andy. You're absolutely right. He goes, right, so why are they talking about feet and passing? And it's like, it must be a generational thing. I don't know, whatever, blah, blah, blah. All this goalkeeper stuff's nonsense and blah, blah. And you're just like, they're basically glorifying David De Gea. I don't know if they're doing it for clicks or if they're doing it for certain things. It's basically, I was expecting the Jurassic Park theme song to be blaring because these guys are absolute dinosaurs. I was expecting whilst he was talking to go, and then a T-Rex to come running past and go, Roar! Like dinosaurs, mate. They need to get past this kind of 90s men's club attitude that, this is a keeper, he should be saving it. No, mate. Football has moved on significantly in the modern generation. Look at all the best keepers in the world right now. Alisson, as much as it kills me to say, because he's a Liverpool keeper, he's a modern generational keeper. He's exactly what you want. He's one of the best in the world. Ter Stegen for Barcelona, fantastic playing out. Even Manuel Neuer to this day, he's the OG of sweeping. He kind of revolutionized that role in the World Cup in 2014, almost 10 years ago, actually. Like more and more teams demand this from playing out from the back. And De Gea was a huge hindrance. Huge hindrance. It was so obvious. Not only that, the one thing that he was good at, shot stopping, he was poor at. He gave up, like, the West Ham got the Ben Rama goal. Jesus Christ. I could have saved that. And that's not even, I literally could have saved that goal. It was a P roller. I don't know what he did, but he fucked up and it went in. The Everton one at the near post was bad. Sevilla was just an absolute shambles. The FA Cup final was a shambles. That Gundogan goal. Like, he lost his ability in saving as well. It weren't just one thing where, oh, he's not playing with his feet and he's not doing that or whatever. Like, yeah, that video was just like fucking dinosaurs, man. Absolute dinosaurs. Who's getting booked tonight? Casemiro, guarantee it. Abdiat says we need Amrabat before Liverpool start sniffing around. I mean, the way Liverpool are moving at the minute, I won't be worried too much about them, to be honest. Dan Rosita says, I'm an Evertonian. Onana will be 100 million in a couple of seasons, 70 million at least if Lavia is 60. I mean, the way the market's going at the minute, mate, it wouldn't surprise me. OG saying Bruno Fernandes masterclass inbound tonight. Yeah, Bruno seems to be seems to like the weight of that captain's armband, doesn't he? He probably wanted it for a while. But yeah. Whoever said the lineup in here before was down to a T. Yeah, I mentioned that as well. I literally knew the lineup before it even came out. So Wolves have got Sarr, Semedo, Dawson, Kilman, 8 Nure, Nunez, Lamina, João Gomez. I missed the last couple of ones on there. But yeah, someone put, I'm guessing the lineup's Onana, Wan-Bissaka. There we go, yeah. Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Martinez, Luke Shaw, Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, Mount, Garnacho, Rashford, Antoinette. That's an exciting attack, that. I thought Jadon might start because of how compact Wolves will be. And as the false 9, drag players out, Rashford in behind. But he's gone with Rashford up top, so he's talking through his decisions now. I think it's an exciting lineup. The front three is dangerous, isn't it? If you're a defender, the last thing you want is like Rashford, Garnacho, and fucking Anthony running at you. Marshall on the bench, yeah. For how long until he gets injured, though? Comes on for 20 minutes and then he's dusted. That's the thing, innit? Has it started? No. It kicks off at 8 o'clock. Jamie Carragher asking about Onana. Will you see a different style? Obviously. Onana can play most styles of football. Very good with a high line. In possession. And on a low block. Wonder if there's any crazy predictions from Jamie Carragher this season. I'm trying to get to, for people who are in a TikTok and the YouTube as well, trying to get to 3,100 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed to Real Reds Talk, you like something to listen to, whether it's you going to sleep, whether you're in work, whether you're on commute, whatever it is, if you just like content to listen to on YouTube or whatever, please do check out Real Reds Talk. There's many people in the chat who can vouch for it. Decent content. We like mixing it up. Previews, watch-alongs, fun shows, interactive stuff, quizzes, everything. Absolutely everything. So, yeah. On the road to 5K, as Brian says. Might have to be mine too. Sure, I think Keeper's Top could be my next purchase. Yeah, it's all right, isn't it? It's quite nice, I think, to be fair. I look really bright here. Right, I need to turn that thingy down. I'll do it in a sec. Someone says United stand, here we go. I don't go, okay. No idea. Ten Hag's dressed very suave. He's got multiple ways to dress, hasn't he? He's got some mad fashion at times. I think when he wears the turtlenecks, he looks a bit like the roll-on deodorants that you have. That you the little ball things under your pits. He looks like one of them, doesn't he? He's very stylish, he is, but were you pissed that United didn't go for Kane? Says Xavi Simons is the goal. I don't know. I know. I feel like I should be more annoyed, but I'm not, to be honest with you. I think a lot of the time, United go for strikers that are over 30 years old. You look at the past 10 years, Cristiano Ronaldo being the oldest, Ibrahimovic, 35, Cavani, 35, Odion Igalo, 30. Radamel Falcao was like 31 or something. It's probably more that I can't remember off the top of my head. The only time we signed a striker that's under 30 years old was like Lukaku. That didn't really work out. Maybe there's another one in there that I can't. Martial, maybe, but he's more of a left winger in it. So I like the fact that they took the risk and the gamble with Højlund. Might not pay off, but I trust Erik ten Hag in his scouting, and I trust that he knows what type of player he needs. And if Højlund fits that bill, it might be raw. It might be 70 million pound. But in 5 years' time, if he hits the heights that he thinks he does, that 70 million is going to look like fuck all, effectively. So the answer to your question is that was a very long-winded answer, but no, I'm not too fussed about Kane, to be honest with you. Ask me in 6 months' time if we're not scoring goals, then I might give you a different answer. But yeah. Dimitri says Ten Hag scouting is wank. How is it wank? The 5 players that he brought in, yeah, I know it's not technically scouting with Casemiro or whatever, because he was obviously a fantastic player. But the players that he brought, Lisandro Martinez, he brought into Ajax. He wanted that player. Well, he got offered him. He was like, yeah, absolutely, for £9 million. Brought him in, then brought him over to Manchester United. Antony, touch and go at the minute, of course. Some people don't like him. Some people like him. I get it. But the potential is there. The ceiling is relatively good. Onana, who he's brought in, he's telling me Ollie would have brought... No. The difference in the windows when Ten Hag's there, he's demanding these players. Onana will revolutionise the way we play in our first phase build-up. 100%. That is Ten Hag scouting. He's brought him in because he's worked with him before. And that's the theme with Ten Hag at the minute. When it comes to transfers, it's always players that he's worked with or clubs that he's managed at or players that he's played against. I think Malacio has obviously played against quite a lot when he was at Feyenoord. Mason Mount, when he was on loan at Vitesse, he had a good look at him there. Ericsson is coached before. Onana is coached before. Lisandro, Antony, probably a few others. And then the other ones, you look at Benjamin Pavard at the minute. Ten Hag used to manage at Bayern Munich. I know it wasn't the first team, but he'll know their scouting. He knows how they run. So, yeah. Better than De Gea, but he doesn't look special. I think Onana looks good, man. I don't know. Mason says Ten Hag has been smarter with transfers. 100%. He has, in my opinion. But Siobhan says, I'd take Cavani back too. Brian says he's clearly not a Man United fan if he thinks that. Siobhan says, I love Antony. And DJ Superfly Guy says, Mount is the only crap one. Players like Antony hit and miss, but will come good. A lot of people don't like Mason Mount, do they? Do not like Mason Mount. And I'm not saying this is why DJ Superfly doesn't like him. I think a lot of people don't like Mount because there's a certain person in the media who's quite big in the media and has quite a big channel who puts it out there that Mount's shit and we shouldn't have signed him, blah, blah, blah. So then people take that as like gospel and then use it. Some people have actually watched him and don't mind him. In his season under Tuchel, if you watch Mason Mount, if we can get that Mount at United, that 55 million would be a bargain. But that's a big if, innit? Charlie Malman says, I'm excited for Mount. I'm with you on that, Charlie. I'm absolutely with you on that. Is that Goldbridge? Is what Goldbridge? Let me just drink me drink. Superfly, that's what I'm saying. That might be your opinion. You might be different to the thinger. But a lot of my point that I was making was a lot of the stuff that I've seen online has filtered through that, basically. Because they take whatever he says as gospel, pretty much. Well, he says it, so it must be true. Right, all right. I'm only 50-50. I've never paid attention to him play when he was at Chelsea. I've watched him a bit at Chelsea. Last season, he had a bad season and he was injured a lot. But tell me someone who had a good season at Chelsea last season. Like, it was just one of them environments, wasn't it? Under Tuchel has been fantastic. In big tournaments for England, he's been really, really good and picked consistently, despite what you think about Southgate. He's only 24 years old. He's one of the best pressers in the league, statistically. So these big games that we had against Man City, Liverpool, whenever it was, go back and watch Christian Eriksen in them games because he was terrible. He was absolutely terrible. In terms of defensive transitions, De Bruyne ran rings around him and he was sluggish to get back. We really, really dealt. And Casemiro was stretched. He was, couldn't play with full ability. You've got Bruno and Mount either side of Casemiro now. That's two absolute engines who can dovetail in the 8 and 10. In my opinion, I can see what Ten Hag's going for. I think he'll go for an aggressive pressing style, transitional play. and quick counter-attacks. That's what I think. So, it's interesting. He will flop the owner manager he performed under his fat Frank. That's fair enough. That's your opinion. Everyone's got, look, I'll be happy to sit here in 6 months' time or whatever and be like, Mount worked out. What we're saying now. Or when he puts in a huge performance against a team in Europe. And we're like, what now? But time will tell. Time will tell. I almost feel like some people just want him to fail so they can say, I was right. Like, surely you just want them to perform, right? Superfly guy says, hopefully he'll play well for us and prove us wrong, but to rub salt in the wound, they gave him number 7, which clearly thought... I agree with that. Number 7 should have... I spoke about that before. Number 7 should have gone to Garnacho, hands down, 100%. So one says, near the end of the season, he went floppy because of his injuries. He had a pelvis injury, didn't he? It was quite big, but it's fine now. Let's see how he performs tonight. Let's have a Mason Mount watch tonight against Wolves, because him and Bruno will be key to opening that compact team up. Why do we always seem to play teams with manager bounce as well? Always. Like Unai Emery last season, when he came in, manager bounce beat us. I think Sevilla had a new manager when we played them in the semis or quarters, was it? Like, we had a few last season when they got new managers. Ow. We're really speaking about here now. I'm excited to watch Garnacho. Yeah, I think he's going to score tonight. I think he's going to score tonight. What I like with Mount is that he gets chances. Also, the dude runs his heart out. That is one of the reasons I also like Anthony, such a hard worker. Yeah. Off the ball is what he brings. I think Mount will be good, but may need a few months. Yeah, very smart comment, Tim99. Tim99 is a real Red Ultra. If you want to see the exclusive video on the Sandro Martinez this week, make sure you click the join button next to the notification bell, or the link should be in the description as well. Just click that and click join. Once we get to 22 members, we do a live draw. Whoever's name comes out gets to jump on the show with us and talk about whatever they want. They get their voice, their opinion. Garnacho going places, says KTC29, 100%. 100%. So buzzing we got him on a new contract. Was it like 5 years with the option for a year? I mean, God knows where he'll be in 5 years. If this is how he's playing right now at the age of 18, I mean, his life is like been on fast forward. You talk about Garnacho, he's 18 years old, right? He's starting for Manchester United. He's just had a kid, or I think he's announced that his missus is pregnant. Like, he has got the world at his feet ahead of him. And if he's coached right, if he's got the right discipline, which he will have under Erik ten Hag, he will become an unbelievable player, in my opinion. I think. Garnacho is 19. 18, 19. I mean, does it really matter? Bit pedantic, in my opinion. She's due soon. Yeah. Not sure about a fringe, but yeah. If he loves her, he loves her, I suppose. I'm joking. But yeah, Garnacho, I'm happy he's starting. I think Sancho might be a little bit gutted. I'm not saying Garnacho doesn't deserve it, but I thought Sancho looked all right in pre-season. Here's a question for you. And again, I'm going to do another poll. I'll end this poll about who would you prefer, Onana or Amrabat. 62% said Amrabat. 38% said Onana. So that's interesting. But let me start a new one. So, da-da-da-da-da. It's the motherfucking D-O-double-G. So, is this Sancho's last season? Do or die for Jadon Sancho. What do we think? His birthday is the 1st of July. No, his birthday is the 2nd of July because his birthday, I'll tell you why, I know this, or I'm pretty confident on it, but it might be the 1st. He's got the exact same birthday as me because my birthday is 2nd of July. Xavi Simmons, if I put you as moderator, do you want to put the, what do you call it? I can't remember how to put moderators now. Put the poll up. Fuck's sake, well, how do you make a moderator now? It's the 1st, though, is it? Well, it's one day before my birthday, so let's just forget I ever said that. There you go, Xavi. Get those polls rolling. Rolling. I only know because mine's the 3rd. Oh, so we got a 1st, a 2nd, and the 3rd. Let's go. Some July babies in the chat. Let's go. Why is that so bright, man? That. Wow. If you haven't liked the YouTube video yet, please do. There's more and more of you coming in, so please do leave a like for us. Just let you know you enjoy the content. Move this mic back slightly. I don't know what I... Right, there we go. We've got a poll in the TikTok now. Is this Jadon Sancho's last season? Is it do or die? 50-50 at the minute. Again, I thought that would be more swinging towards Sancho, yes, but interesting. We'll see how that develops as people join. Is Højlund injured? He's got a slight... it's like a hot spot on his back or something. I've never heard of the injury before, but he'll be out for a couple of weeks. I think he's back for the Arsenal game. That's what it's reported. So he'll miss the Tottenham game, the Forest game, and then he'll be back for Arsenal, which is not a bad game to return to, is it? Especially if he gets a goal in his debut, like Anthony did. Then I'd love that. I think we'll be all right for now. I mean, Martial's on the bench. You've got Sancho who can play false nine. And you've got Marcus Rashford who's obviously starting tonight. So I'm not too fussed, to be honest, for the first couple of games. Dave says, evening. Good evening to you, Dave. Hope you're well, mate. Bobby says, I think he'll make the bench for Forest, Højlund. Potentially. I mean, I don't know. I've not got insight on that specific knowledge. So, yeah. Grey 100 saying, is risk of spinal stress fractures? I don't know. I think there was an article Daily Mail put out that was just like a bit overdoing it, trying to a bit scaremongering, if you will. Martial on the bench, I've money on him getting injured on the way out onto the pit. Yeah, probably. A bit of like a plant will probably go by or a pigeon or something, and he'll just, injured. He's like your Nana's China, not your Nana's specifically, Dave, but he's like your Nana's China pot in here, just so fragile. You move him slightly, just smash. Like, he is really, really delicate, Martial. So you have to play him 5 minutes at a pop, effectively. That's what it feels like at the minute. So... What time are you on? 7:20, 40 minutes till kickoff. Let's have a look at the proper lineup. See if we can go through it effectively. I was looking at Wolves, and in pre-season, they was lining up with Sarr in net, Semedo, Dawson, Kilman, Bueno, Nunes, Lamino, Hodge, Neto, Cunha, and Sarabia. I've not seen the front three, so I don't know who's playing. Everyone let me know in the chat who's playing up top for Wolves. But, yeah, I like the team we've put out, to be honest with you. I feel confident. I think we can get a result. Just quickly, I mentioned pre-season there. What do we think of pre-season? Was you happy with it? Do you not invest into it too much? Do you like certain individuals who performed? Because obviously it was a mixed bag, wasn't it? Was it 3 wins, 3 losses, and a draw? I think. We beat Leeds, Lyon, and... Who was after Lyon? I know we got beat off Dortmund, Madrid, Wrexham, drew against Bilbao, and we beat Lens as well, didn't we? Maguire's on the bench, is it? No way. Shocking. But the cameras will be on his head. But yeah, pre-season, talk to me. What do we think about pre-season? Was you happy with it? Yes? No? Don't care? Let me know in the comments. I'd say Cunha in the middle of their front 3. Is it? I need to know the actual, the actual lineup if he's there. Let's see what they... Oh, they're discussing Liverpool. That was a good game yesterday, wasn't it? Liverpool-Chelsea. Really competitive. I thought Chelsea were a better team as well, especially in the second half. Once Poch gets them going, Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo in the midfield, that is just like... when Zidane does that, cooking. Absolutely cooking. That midfield will be unbelievable together when it grows. I think they could be really, really dangerous if they sort their issues out. I know Reece James went down, didn't he? He's injured again. Chilwell had a little knock. The defenders are still kind of settling in and stuff, but I liked a lot of things that I saw from Chelsea yesterday. And I think this season, I've said it before on the channel, I think genuinely that it'll be the toughest, most competitive league ever this year. I really, really do. So you're talking top 5, 6, 7, 8, potentially. 8 teams pushing for the top 4, top 5, whatever it is you want to call it. I think Newcastle looked really, really good against Aston Villa. I think even Spurs looked all right against Brentford. Brentford's a tough place to go, especially on the opening day. I think they beat Arsenal, didn't they, on the opening day 2 seasons ago. But I think Maddison will be cooking at Spurs. I think Son with the new captain's armband, could kind of relight him up a little bit. And it's going to be interesting. Right, we did the poll 50-50 on TikTok as well. Is this Jadon Sancho's last season? And it's 50-50 on the YouTube as well. So, yeah. I wonder if this is Maguire's last game for United. I don't know. With the way it's going in a minute, probably not. DJ Superfly says, well, other pre-seasons, we normally win them and have a bad start. So, yeah, hopefully it's vice versa. Your place in the Cosmos says pre-season is no indicator of how things will go in the Prem, as we've seen this before, so not us. Yeah, we had a season under Van Gaal, didn't we, where we won every single game and then lost to Swansea on the opening day. So I take it you can't read into it too much, can you, in fairness? What are they doing here? Oh, right, okay. They're doing like an analysis. Chelsea, Liverpool with dummies. I like this. New little virtual analysis. Lovely. City, Arsenal, United, Newcastle, Liverpool, Chelsea, Brighton, and Villa. These are all challengers. I agree, Charlie. I agree. Apologies for not pronouncing your name right, but I do agree with that. Jadon Sancho should stay. He's still young. I have faith in him. I hope so. I hope he does well because I like Sancho. Pretty meh pre-season with no striker. Yeah, that's a fair point as well. Yeah, no striker. They were really. And we're still technically going into this game at least with no striker. I know Martial's on the bench, but we've already discussed how his Yunan's China plates. He's very fragile. So I think I've already kind of had the last straw with Martial. But if he comes on today and he goes off injured again, just put him out on loan or just do it because he's done, man. Like that guy's injuries. I think he's had equivalent to like nearly 400 days out with injury. Is that going to get better as you get older, or is it going to get worse? It's going to get worse, isn't it? So yeah. Your place in the Cosmos says, got to go out. Great show, Nick. See you guys. Yeah, man. Enjoy, Gray, if you are watching the game, and I'll speak to you next time. Big up for joining. Legend. And quite a lot of you sticking with me for the build-up. Appreciate that. Get any questions you have in about the game at all, or any questions about current football situation. So Wan-Bissaka's starting, isn't it? Just double checking that. Wan-Bissaka's starting, interesting, because I thought it'd be Diego Dalot. I've always been under the illusion that Ten Hag prefers Dalot, just simply because he's better on the ball and in possession. But with Wan-Bissaka's resurgence last season, I think he's earned himself a new contract. I know Dalot's just signed a new kind of extension to his contract. So that battle, I'm coming up with all the polls here. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to end this poll on 50-50 on the Sancho. I'm going to put a new one up. Xavi Simmons, if you're in the chat, will you put a new one up, please? And put Wan-Bissaka or Dalot. Let's get United's opinion on this. Who you would prefer to start and why. Don't just put Wan-Bissaka, put why. Because obviously the specifics are very important. There we go. The poll's up. People of YouTube, people of TikTok, Aaron Wan-Bissaka or Diego Dalot, who is better? Who is better? Talk to me. Or who do you prefer in that right back position? Because Wan-Bissaka was dead in the water the first 6 months last season. Now is the resurgence he's had. It's been unbelievable, man. Crazy. There we go. Xavi's put the poll up there for us. Thank you very much, Xavi. Make sure you like the live if you haven't done already, and subscribe to Real Reds Talk. We're trying to hit 3,100 subscribers whilst we're live. Before I went live, I think it was on 3,039, I think. So if you can help us achieve that, we're really, really grateful. The link is in the bio. If you like football content, if you like Manchester United, or just Premier League football in general, because we do FPL reviews, do watch-alongs, previews, interactive shows where we get people involved and stuff. So, yeah, make sure you check that out. I support Man City, and there I go to win the Premier League and Man U. Someone's smoking crack in the chat. You always rely. You know what? You see a lot of fans on live streams, right? But the most fans, you will always notice, you'll always notice City fans in there. They're the most. Do you know why? Because their content is shit. Absolutely shit. They're a small fan base, poxy small fan base with no one to watch apart from that Big Steve or whatever his name is. Who's actually all right, to be fair. So like, what we're going to do is we're going to troll everyone else. All 10 of us, City fans, we're going to go troll everybody else. Idiots, mate. It's so strange to see Henderson on the bench again for United. I know. Henderson, Maguire on the bench, Martial on the bench. It's like Ole 2020. Wan-Bissaka is the better defensive player. Dalot a little bit better in offensive. But who would you prefer? Wan-Bissaka's got 100% in the poll at the minute. I don't know how the TikTok one's doing, but 100% for Wan-Bissaka. Crazy. Is that recency bias or is that genuine? Half an hour to go until kickoff to get to watch Man United again. Can't wait. Them pre-season games were absolutely shambolic. Shambolic, mate. Honestly. Some of the second halves in the games were sat here like, fucking hell, when is this going to be over? Tempo dropped completely off. Like, just boring football. Awful. Let's have a look. Dave says, I'm going to message your mum and get your Wi-Fi turned off. Let's have it, son. I'm going to give you a follow for that, Dave. Love that. Wan-Bissaka preferred, definitely. Okay. Not one vote for Dalot in a minute, which is interesting. Not a single vote for Dalot. Poor Diogo, whatever his name is. Who's Cara? You see there. You see there. I'm going to stop it. There. Small space. Conor Gallagher. Yeah, of course. Stops. Yeah, to be honest, again, I don't know if anyone watched the Chelsea game yesterday. Enzo Fernandez is a player, mate. He's a serious player. Oh, James with the comment there, straight off the bat. Yeah, Enzo Fernandez, mustard, mate. Top player. And do you know what's embarrassing? United have always got a story how we could have bought a player for a certain amount. Enzo Fernandez, Ragnick mentioned him. We could have got him for like £15 million. Julian Alvarez, we could have got for £15 million. Nkunku, we could have got for like £50 million. Like Ragnick mentioned a lot of seriously talented players for decent prices before they even joined big clubs. And United just didn't listen to him. Back in the day, we could have Anthony, who we obviously bought for £85 million or £90 million, whatever it was. We could have got him for, I think it was £9 million, but we rejected him. There's so many players in Europe that are like high up now at clubs. Casado, £5 million. Casado's just been sold for £115 million, and United could have signed him for £5 million. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Haaland could have signed for, was it £8 million? I think, or it might have been cheaper when he was at Mold. Nah, I don't want him. Like, fucking hell, United. Come on. Imagine the team. Imagine the 11 you'd have if you actually went for these. But I know we've got Anthony now, but you paid a fucking huge fee for him. United need to start doing more signings like this. 100%. I feel like Lavia Casido, Chelsea would be unplayable, man. It's so unfair. If Poch gets them going, don't forget they're still relatively young players. You can't just spend your way, to glory. But if you get some moulding in the right way and it gets that cog turning, I think it's going to be unbelievable. Connor's saying, is this versus Wolves? Yeah. The watch along. It certainly is. Look at Enzo Fernandez here. First in passes received, first in touches, first in final third, progressive passes, long pass accuracy, switches of play. He's an unbelievable talent, man. Top level. He'll be one of the best in the world soon. Is it BT or Sky? It's Sky. It's on. Sky Sports. Yeah, Wan-Bissaka's still got 100% of the deal. Mad. Anonymous Mango was in the chat. Big up to Anonymous saying 5-0 to United. Rashford hat-trick with other goals from Garnacho and Mount. A lot of people being positive. I don't think we're going to batter Wolves. I think Gary O'Neill might have a bit of a surprise up his sleeve. I do. I think 1-0, 2-0, potentially. Do you think Chelsea's breaching FFP? How's that possible? I don't know, because I know the contracts that they're giving out, they're giving out long-term, aren't they? I think Casado's got an 8-year deal. I'm pretty sure Mudrik's got an 8-year deal. is that, yeah, there's a few of them that are long-term, so they're stretching out, but then how does that work a few years down the line? Like, it's okay stretching the payments out, but at some point it's going to catch up, right? Surely you get to a point when you're signing more and more players, then wages are going to, or do you just keep giving everyone 8-year contracts? Then do the players, if it gets a bit stale, how do you sell someone that's in an 8-year contract? You know, if Mudryk flops, let's say he has a bad season this season, they give him another chance, he flops again. What do you do? Because he's like, all right, well, Mudryk's going to be like, I ain't moving, mate. Are you crazy? Not a chance am I moving. I've got an 8-year, I'm set up for life. 8-year deal here. Even if I'm playing shit, I get 150 grand a week, 200 grand a week. Like, it's almost impossible. United have an issue with selling players because of wages. That's why Henderson's still here, effectively. That's why Maguire's definitely still here anyway. And same with Donny van der Beek, because when we're trying to loan him out, we're like, well, you're giving him stupid wages. Martial, we can't sell. He's on 250 grand a week. Even if we wanted to sell Jadon Sancho, we probably couldn't, because he's on 350 grand a week. So it's almost impossible to sell these players. Now, Chelsea doing it 8 years, you know, how are you going to... I don't know how you're going to do it, but I'm sure we'll hear something a few years down the line about Chelsea, you know, breaching FFP rule. I'm pretty sure. I mean, Liverpool's, again, I touched on it at the very start of the stream, but Liverpool losing out on Caicedo and Lavia is, I just love it. I just love it. Almost more than if United won tonight. I love it. Because it was all, I mean, by this point, shouldn't Liverpool have Bellingham, Tchouameni, Lavia, and Caicedo in their midfield, shouldn't they? Judging like, that's why you shouldn't believe social media people or Twitter. Because their midfield would be unbelievable if you believed them. I'm telling you, Jude Bellingham liked Trent's post, so he's definitely coming. He is coming, I'm telling you. No, he's not, mate. He's going Madrid. Tchouameni, I'm telling you, he's coming. He's coming. Like he's liked Liverpool's post. He's a fan of the club. No, he's not. He's going to Real Madrid. Moises Caicedo, record transfer fee. This is the one, lads. This is the 6 that we need. This is the one who's going to transform us back into Champions League football, Premier League titles. He prefers Chelsea. Ugh. All right, we'll go get Lavia then. Well, Southampton want more now. Oh, 60 minutes. Right, all right, pay the 60. He prefers Chelsea. Fucking hell. Jesus. Oh, you got to love it. You've got to love it. Honestly, inject it in my veins. Love it. Losing chat saying and Mbappe as well. Yeah, that team would be unbelievable, wouldn't it? If it was social media FC. Unbelievable. They'd have Mbappe, Tchouameni, Jude Bellingham. Flying. Absolutely flying. Win a league every year. 007th is in the chat. It's a creative name. Saying, the Stone Roses are the best. Oasis formed during a Roses concert. And that says it all. Even in footballing terms. Love it. Love it. Love the reference there. We've got a score prediction in the... Get your score predictions in. Have I not done that yet already? Score predictions. Let me know. Comment. Get it in, get it in, get it in. Score predictions, please. All in the chat. I know a few of you have already, to be fair. Someone tag a Liverpool fan and let them know they're in the mud. 2-0 United says Kai, I think that is. Why are you at the match? I'm not at the match. This is not Old Trafford. I don't think. Yeah, don't get that. Dave says 3-0 Rashford, 2 Garnacho, 1. Lazy lad says Wolves 1-0. 2-0 Wolves. Here we are. Liverpool fans are tuning in. We've got him on the rod. Reel it in. Reel it in. Lou says, almost time to hear the tune again. This is the one. This is the one. I love Oasis almost as much as United. Favourite Oasis song, Tim? Get it in the chat. Famous favourite Oasis song. Champagne Supernova for me, pal. Tim saying 3-0. Tim's a legend. Live Forever. Yeah, it's a very good shout. Would you do that on karaoke as well? Wanna live forever. Wolves getting relegated. Little by little. Very good shout as well. Wolves have sold their best players. I know. Yeah, actually, Wolves. Yeah, what's going on there? Lopetegui, pissed off. Ruben Neves gone to Saudi. Martinho's left. They've sold Adoma Traore. They've got rid. I've got rid of those. Ugh. what's going on. I always get this on live streams. It's weird. I don't understand it. But anyway. They've sold Ruben Neves. They've sold Matinho. They've sold Traore, right? And who they bought? I think they brought Doherty back from who they sold to Atletico and then brought him back. And they bought Matheus Cunha, who was already there on loan. So Lopetegui's like, fuck this, mate. I'm gone. I'm absolutely... Gary O'Neill's like, I'll take it. I need a job. I'll work. In reality, Wolves are one of the worst. I'm going to eat my words here if we get beat by Wolves tonight. I'm pretty confident we'll beat them. In reality, Wolves and Gary O'Neill's got a really tough job there. They don't score a lot of goals. I think they're the worst goal-scoring team in the league. They can be leaky at times. Like, it's just no hope there, really. They needed investment. You can't lose. Their top goal scorer was Ruben Neves, by the way. Ruben Neves has scored 6 goals, top goal scorer. And he's like, they lost Jimenez as well. They sold Jimenez. I know we weren't necessarily scoring for him, obviously, but they sold him to Fulham. So it's like, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know where the goals are going to come from, to be honest. Like, Cody as well. Completely forgot about Cody. Dave says there, Matinho, Neves, Cody, Traore, Costa. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Loving the new Sky Sports studio, says Lou. 007 says Champagne Supernova. If you haven't subscribed to Real Reds Talk yet, if you are an Oasis fan, of course, and more importantly, a football fan, make sure you subscribe to Real Reds Talk. If you're on the TikTok, the link is in the bio. I'm live over on YouTube right now. We have shows every single day, 2 a day at the minute during the transfer window, live watch-alongs, a review after the game as well. We do interactive shows where we do Guess the Team, King of the Hill, loads of stuff like that. So if you like watching football content, please do check us out. Loads of lads on the channel as well. It's like 7 of us. So it's different every single day. Maguire West Ham tomorrow? Probably not. No. Stalling at the minute, that, to be honest with you. So, yeah, not great. Excuse me. Palestri on the bench. Shreyas is absolutely ecstatic. I know it's, what time is it? About 11 o'clock over there, India, Shreyas. Staying up for his boy, which means he probably won't get a cameo. Can't see it if he's on the bench tonight. I think he is on the bench, isn't he? Pretty sure. Why's on the... Someone mentioned it in the chat before. Yeah. Da. You know you're rolling with a D-R-E. He is. I just saw it, yeah. 12 at night in India at the minute. Big up to the international fans, man. I never fully understood, you know, the commitment of staying up late and watching games, because obviously over in England, all the games are played, right, at like, you know, a decent time for us. So I never really understood it. I got asked to do a watch-along on Stretford Paddock for the Wrexham game. I don't know if anyone watched the Wrexham game, but that was at 3 a.m. I got out of the studio at 6 a.m, did a review for the game, review for the game as well, and just thought, fucking hell, like, Wrexham, 3 a.m, pre-season, that is dedication. So, international fans, I take my hat off to you, because I know these 2 lads, we've got Shreyas and Dan on the channels from India, who obviously watch the games when they're on really late. And I remember times when we were playing, like, when we got knocked out against Middlesbrough in the FA Cup, and like you stayed up, imagine staying up till 3 a.m. to watch Middlesbrough knock you out in the FA Cup. Like, it's just dedication on another level. So international fans deserve a lot of respect as well, to be fair to him. Lucy, 20-8 here in sunny Gorton. The word sunny and Gorton, even though weather related and location related, them two they just don't go together, do they? Sunny Gorton. You should change the S for G and R. No, that doesn't work because it's not. Yeah, never mind. No matter. Qatar news, please, mate. No Qatar news, pal. This takeover is going to drag on. I've accepted it now. The takeover news, it's just going to drag on. Don't get your hopes up. Don't think it's going to be next week or the week after all because Bob's uncle's cat's sister told you because it's happening. It's not. Just give it a few months' time and probably end of the year, to be honest with you. Wouldn't surprise me. I've lost all hope in that because they're trying to sort through legal issues with the Jim Ratcliffe bid. They're trying to, they know the Qatar bid's just going to be there anyway. So, yeah, look, I won't read into it too much. I've certainly lost any hope with it anyway. Onana to get an assist. I wonder what the odds would be on that. Speaking of odds, I need to put my bet on, to be fair. You just reminded me, Lewis. Daniel Rice saying the sleep is gone when we're knocked out of competition at 3 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, I don't know how you sleep after getting knocked out from Middlesbrough at 3 a.m. Unbelievable. You'd just be fuming, wouldn't you? especially the next day, because then you're tired and then you got loads of people tearing you because your team's gone out to fucking Middlesbrough in the FA Cup. So I sympathise with you absolutely. Absolutely. I'm with you on that. How mad is it been live? Almost an hour and 15 minutes, I think, almost. Crazy. This is what you call coverage, mate. Coverage. Loads of people following us as well. Appreciate that. Thank you. Check us out on YouTube. Real Reds Talk. Just hit 3,000 subscribers. We're on like 3,000 and no idea, near 50, 3,050. Trying to get to 3,100. So please do sub if you haven't already. Nick, you ever been to the box bar on Deansgate? Box bar on Deansgate? No, I don't think so. Rings a bell, but I don't think no, I don't know. Don't think so. Where I was just about to say, where is it? And Deansgate. Oh, 3,043 we're on. So we need 7 subscribers to hit 3,050. So if you can click the little link in the bio and hit that subscribe button, I would really appreciate it. We'd really appreciate it. The community would appreciate it as well. And thank you for liking the lives as well, legends. We're gonna do a review after the game as well. So I think by the time the review finishes, I would have been live from 6:30 to like 11. So we're talking like what, 4.5 hours live? That's what you call dedication. Is the Birdcage still in Manchester? No, Birdcage is gone. That's actually been replaced by Roxy Ballroom, which is very good. They've got like multiple activities. So much room for activities. We've got the Step Brothers reference there if anyone gets it. They've got ping pong in there, shuffleboards, bowling, beer pong, like loads of shit in there. It's good, to be fair. Sports bar, thinking of starting the stag do in there, watch a bit of footy first. What games are on during the stag do, Lewis? That's interesting. If United are on, it's going to be a busy day anyway. Be absolutely sloth, mate. In Deansgate like that. With some chips piling in my mouth. Went there whilst on a stag do. Hey, we've got 2 stag do's here. You need to meet into the thing. Numpty says, anyone doing the watch along with you? I hope not. Certainly hope not. Brandon's in the chat with a capybara emoji if you want access to the exclusive emojis, exclusive content, a Badge 16 name, and a chance to feature on the show. Make sure you become a member. Click the join button. It's like £4 a month. It helps us get amazing guests on. We've already had Laurie Whitwell on. James from the Muppeteers, who's on again on Wednesday. He's been fantastic during his transfer window. If anyone knows about the Muppeteers when it comes to transfers, they're absolutely spot on. He's back on Wednesday, so I'm going to pick his brain about Onana and a few others as well. We've had Laurie Whitwell on the channel before. We've had Alice Abrahams, who's decent as well. Kieran Maguire, financial advisor. When we talk about the takeover, like we've had really, really good guests on, and it's because of you lot, so appreciate that. We play Forest. Oh, do we? Interesting. Yeah, we could just watch the match then, innit? And then eat a scran, get pissed, and then go out. Can you cast the match live? No, because I get done for copyright. And we already had one account that was 15K, I think. We got 2, and then we had to fucking it got done for copyright. So then we had to start a new account up, and this one's just got to like 26K now. So I'm not even risking copyright. If I could show you the game, I would. I promise you. But I can't because my account gets banned, and it's not worth getting banned for that. I like yous, but I don't like yous that much. How much would Onana cost? 50 million. North of 50 million. To be honest. Yeah. Everton have come out like, I think they bought him for like 35 million euros. So I can guarantee they want 50 million north. Marshall on the bench too? I believe so. Yeah, I certainly believe so. Maybe you can come on and get a goal for 5 minutes and then we'll see him in December. Who knows, pal? Who knows? Obama or Amrabat? He obviously means Onana. You prefer the president or Amrabat? Why didn't City or United or even Liverpool come in for Ward-Prowse? I don't know. That Ward-Prowse is a little bit of a set-piece merchant, to be honest. Decent player, but I don't think he's United level. Which is why he's gone to West Ham, to be honest. What is the future for Marshall? Honestly, State United, because no one's going to pay his wages. Unless Saudi come in with a mad bid towards the end of the window, I think it's State United. Yeah, so on the bench for United, Henderson, Lindelof, Maguire, Marshall, Ericsson, Dalot, Sancho, Palestri, McTominay. Quite a strong bench, to be fair. isn't it? I mean, Sancho, Palestre, Martial, all come on, have an effect. Eriksen could affect the game. Maguire up top, like we saw at Sociedad. What we saying? He's a workhorse. Yeah, he's not bad. I don't mind James Ward-Prowse. He's okay. But yeah. Right, here we go. Yeah, so it's Neto, Cunha, and Sarabia up top, who can be quite tricky. I think Wolves can cause some problems today. I think they'll have that element of surprise. Trust me, the manager bounce effect is real. I'm telling you. I'm telling you it's real. Dan says, while returning home, faced a snake 100-meter away. Oh, Di Maria's took a trip to India, apparently. Whilst returning home, faced a snake 100-meter away from my home to ride on its head, but it escaped. Oh, you went to pedal over its head. Jesus Christ. Ran off and then opened the gate to see a scorpion, killed it. Now I'm all alive for the game. India, mate, honestly. India is a wild place. Wild, wild place. He was pedaling home from work. He saw a snake. So he tried pedaling over its head, missed it, and then witnessed a scorpion basically kill it. Mad. Absolutely mad. It'd send Everton down because their transfer business looks shocking. I think Everton are going to struggle again this season. There's only so many times you can be in that relegation situation and get out of it. I think they're going to struggle so much. Brandon, who's a real Red Ultra, says Mount needs to do something tonight. We'll be worried if he doesn't. Give him time, man. It'll be okay, Brandon. Give him time. Like the other transfers as well. Hoyland's going to take time. Onana's probably going to take time. Wolves are down already, so are Luton. Yeah, Luton's fucked, aren't they? Sheffield and Luton are definitely going back down. They're in my predictions, 100%. Love the old school jersey. Thank you very much. What's the name? DA Sports. Appreciate you. Drop us a follow. I will drop you a follow back. Paul McMoran says 3-0 United. Rashford double. A lot of people positive today. I don't think there's been one score prediction where Wolves have scored. I don't think. I'm not seeing one anyway. Mike says red for life. Absolutely, brother. Love that. Make sure you drop us a follow on Real Reds Talk. The link is in the bio. Live on YouTube right now. We have shows every single day, twice a day. And drop us a follow on socials as well. Obviously, you're already following on TikTok, or you're already live on TikTok, should I say. But Instagram, we have news reports on Instagram all the time. Reels dropping every single day. Twitter, over on there, we drop news literally by the minute, over on there. So you want the full package, don't you? Effectively. Why is my nose so fucking itchy, man? I don't know what it is. It's like some weird juju. When I go live, my nose just goes mega itchy. Anyone who's been watching these for a while will know that. I don't understand what happens. It's like, oh God, people must think I'm an addict or something. Luton on about 8 points, Wolves on about 20, and Sheffield around 30. Points, not pints. Yeah. Well, they might be on pints the way they're playing, to be honest with you. 4-0 score prediction from Mike United. Very positive. Everyone's positive, aren't they? Everyone's positive. Love it. Oh. My nose, man. All right, it's almost game time. 10 minutes until kickoff. Let's hope for an exciting night. Let's not start the fucking season off like we did last season, where we lose to Brighton and lose to Brentford. Don't give me none of that shit again, because that's an instant 6 points gain there, innit, on last season. We need to start positive, man. I'm expecting a big performance tonight. No messing about. Come on, you Reds. Let's go. Kickoff is next. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, my score prediction. I think I only said 1-0 in the on the preview yesterday, but I don't know. I don't know what I want to go for. I might up it a little bit. 2-0, 2-1, something like that. I think. All right, let's pour myself another drink and get ready. It's live. Da 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 da. There we go. Pour that in. Still no United. Dan Errington's in the chat. Big up to Dan. Brian says, I had to go watching the live there on TikTok for a bit. Dom isn't like it at all. Huh? I'm confused. What do you mean, Brian? Elaborate, please. Connor saying 4-1. There's a couple of people now adding a couple of goals in there. They're getting some butterflies, pre-match nerves. Oh, Pepsi bottle, Coca-Cola glass. Shreyas is saying 3-0. I just looked at United pre-season though, and I just don't think we've got enough goals to be scoring 3 or 4. I will happily eat my words right now, but I don't think we score 3 or 4. I really, really don't. I think Crack Smoker. What a name, by the way. I think Crack Smoker's right there. 2-0 probably is what I'd go with. Brandon saying need a high-scoring game. Haven't had one in ages. That's what I mean. We need a goal fest, don't we? Not a 1-0. Every time we play Wolves, it's always miserable, man. It's always fucking, like just lacking any kind of intensity or energy back and yeah, we need a decent game tonight. Decent game. Garnacho and Evan Ferguson's ceilings are so high. I tend to agree with that. I think that's the strongest lineup we can go. Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. Yeah, I think you're right. Garnacho, Rasha. I think Garnacho scores today. And Bruno might get a cheeky one as well, to be fair. A little penalty or free kick, potentially. Stars of the future. Yeah. You know what? If I was Spurs, that money that I just got from what's his name? From Harry Kane, I'd look at Evan Ferguson. Really, really would. Cristiano Ronaldo's in the chat saying, ahoy. That is never a word I would associate with Ronaldo. If I ever met Ronaldo, if he said that to me, I'd be so freaked out. But ahoy to you, sir, as well. Isn't that how they used to answer the telephone back in the day? I'm sure they used to go, ahoy. Learned that from Big Bang Theory. Onana with a dribble from his box. Yeah, and let's not see any of that. If Onana gets chipped again, we are done for on social media, I'm telling you. He will become a meme if he gets chipped again or he's too far out. Look, he's going to make mistakes during the course of the season. I'm open to that. I'm happy with it because it's ultimately the way we play out now in the first phase build-up. He obviously contributes to that significantly. And we're much better. But yeah, you can't. I don't want too many mistakes because we're all going to eat our words. We've got Magnus Kemp in the chat. I recognise that name. You know what? I haven't done a live. I used to do lives on TikTok all the time. We used to get loads. I remember all the names that are coming back to me now. Saying, glory, Man United, 3-1 United, all the way from South Africa. Looking forward to the season. Big up to you, sir. Big up to you, sir. International fans, legends. Sorry that was meant to be. Didn't like it at all. Oh, you didn't like the live on TikTok, you mean? Wasn't for you. Some people prefer YouTube. It's what it is, isn't it? It's what it is. Each to their own. Well, you can listen to me stop waffling shit now. Well, for the next couple of minutes, maybe not, but the game kicks off in 5 minutes, so we can just watch football together. Watch the lovely Manchester United that we've been deprived of Premier League football since May. So it's been a good few months, but it's felt like years. So excited to react to the goals together. And I've got all your score predictions on a notepad. So what I might start doing during lives, I've just had a few real red shirts printed out. So what I might start doing, or what I might do for the next one, whoever gets the correct... Who do we play next? Spurs? That's right, isn't it? For the next game, what I might do is, whoever gets the score prediction right and goal scorers, I will give shirts out. We'll just send them out. Crack Smoker followed me. Thank you. Let's hope you don't live up to your name. Are those shirts signed? Maybe. If you could have a shirt signed, who would you have it signed by? So, I was waiting for that from Dan, saying Hoyland, if you know, you know. If anyone from India knows what Lund means. Anything official on Greenwood yet? No, the Greenwood announcement's been postponed until September. Probably international break you're looking at. Because you need to speak to sponsors and key stakeholders and other people regarding his future. So that will be postponed. It's supposed to be announced this weekend, but it's been postponed. On your YouTube, it says Wan-Bissaka or Delo. I say Wanbe. Okay, fair enough. Well, 88% have said Wanbe, to be fair, so you're not the only one. It's almost time. It's almost time. It really, really is. I can't wait. Cannot wait. Let's move closer a little bit there. There we go. Yeah, I'm not even nervous. about this game, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Usually 5 minutes before kickoff, I get mega nervous and butterflies, and I'm like, oh no. But this, I'm just like, not even worried at all. Who's starting right back? Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka. Come on, boys. Come on. Camera's on Fergie. It's almost time. It's time. Michael Carrick there, yeah. Oh, my leg's gone dead, man. Wolves is usually a bit of a bogey team for us, especially recent years. You know what? I hate going to Molineux and playing Wolves. And I hate that light show that they do at the start as well. I hate it. When Jota was there, when Jimenez was in form, like Neves scoring bangers from outside the box. Fucking hated it. I think everyone's writing Wolves off in this game. I think there'll be a bit of a surprise package. I do. I really do. I think we win 2-1, 2-0, but I think there'll be a surprise package. Mustafa's main is saying, answer me. No, I'm not a fucking slave, mate. Answer me. Who do you think you are? Casemiro having a chat with Onana. Saying, listen, mate, you push on, pal, don't worry. I'd play Amrabat, Casemiro, and Fernandes as the number 10. A lot of people worried about the balance in the midfield, aren't they, with Mason Mount there? Mount Bruno. I'm all right with it. I think it's fine. I mean, again, happy to be proven wrong, but I'm all right with it. 69 people in the chat. Make sure you check out Real Reds Talk on YouTube. The link is in the bio. Content every single day. Reviews, live watch-alongs, interactive shows. Please do check us out. I'm trying to hit 3,100 subscribers whilst we're live. So if you like watching football content, something to listen to whilst you're in the shower, whilst you're in bed, whilst you're on commute, whilst you're in work, whatever it is, because I listen to podcasts myself. I know I like listening to stuff. Do check us out. 7 of us on the channel. Loads of variety, a variety of content. I'm alive every single day. So, yeah. Alessandro, Varane, Antony, Wan-Bissaka, Mount, Shaw, Garnacho. Love it. Debuts, obviously. Proper official debuts for Onana and Mount. What we're saying. Henry Jones saying that Wolves 2019-20 was probably my favourite non-United team. It was a decent one there. I was a fan myself. But they've gone right in the mud now. Ooh. Come on, boys. How many goals do we think Rashford will get this season? Will he repeat last season? I don't think he will. I think he'll have a little bit of a dip. But Højlund coming in, I don't think he'll get 30 goals again. Is it just me? Looking forward to Højlund getting settled in. I know patience is key, but I'm excited. Absolutely. Been deprived of a number 9, a proper number 9 for so long. I think Weghorst, Ronaldo, and Martial collectively in the league last season got like 6 goals. Obviously, Weghorst didn't score fucking any in the league. Dave says, I think he'll get 15-ish. Interesting. Fulham got Raul, Jimenez, and Adama so they can rebirth. But Wolves aren't invested at all. I like that team. Garnacho, Rashford, Antony, exciting. Mount, Bruno, Casemiro, hard-working. Our defence was fantastic last season, wasn't it? Aside from the mistakes. So, let's go, boys. Let's go. Can't wait. Cannot wait. Let's go. Da-da-da-da-da. You know you're running with the DRE. They've got Semedo, Dawson, Kilman, Aitken Nuri, João Gomez, Lamino, Nunes, Pedro Neto, Cunha, Sarabia. Their front three's all right, to be fair. It's not bad. Zlatan was our last proper number 9, even though he's past his prime when he joined. I know it's just a shame about his knee injuries, isn't it? It was Zlatan. Top player. Probably our most successful. One of our most successful signings, post Fergie. I'd say Zlatan, Ronaldo in his first season, Bruno Fernandes are right up there, aren't they? To be fair. Goal involvements first. What was that? Come on, Garnacho. Big game today. Big game. Right, Mooker. Garnacho, Bruno, Shaw are in my FPL. Come on, I've had a shocker. I don't know if our league's still open at the minute, but if you want to join our FPL, if it is still open, because there's a chance to win a random retro jersey, the code is J5AMSC on the Premier League app. Check that out. If you become first in the league, you win a retro jersey, and it's going to be a beauty as well. So make sure you check that out. 140 of us in the TikTok. Keep liking the video, please. I think the record we've had for a watch along is 50k likes. So if we can get near that, top stuff. Top stuff. More and more people joining in. Let's get involved. Get involved in the chat. Score predictions in if you haven't already. Manchester United are just about to kick off. Bruno Fernandes. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You see that there? Yeah. No. Well, yeah. Can you see it? Need me to move? No. Phone. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to do about my charge because it's United kicked off. Nah. I don't know what to do. "4-0 United." Henry Jones says. Big Glazer out chants around the stadium. Love to hear it. Let's see how we start off. High tempo, aggressive. That's what you want. Wolves pressing quite high up. Varane gives it away. Interesting season for Rafael Varane as well because he's had his injury issues, hasn't he? You know, if we bring in a new centre-back like a Tadibo or bring Pavard in, they could be taking his spot relatively quickly. That keeper kit's well nice, by the way. Oh, Bruno's give it away on the edge. Bit of a nervy start from United here. But Mason Mount wins it back. Lovely from the Sandro. Beautiful. Watch it. Here we go. Quick transitional play. Mason Mount on the ball. And we thought, lots of movement off the ball. Love it. Garnacho on the ball. I've run at him. Like the Sandro's like Garnacho's older brother, innit? Xavi Simons saying Glazers out always, all day. 100%. Oh, let's have a look. Not a great touch from Shaw. Semedo's driving through here with loads of space. Great tackle from Casemiro. Of course it was. Corner to Wolves. He's give a goal kick. Sarabi was like walking to the corner flag. Don't worry, I'll take this. No, you won't, mate. It's a bloody goal kick. How blessed are we, Nick? We get to watch the Sandro. I know, he's unbelievable, isn't he? If I wasn't a heterosexual male, which I am, Lissandro will be right top of that list. Let me tell you. Great job. You've gone live for 90 minutes. Don't forget to take a break. We don't take breaks here, TikTok. Thanks, pal. All day. Like, all day. It's a little bit of a slow start for United, isn't it? I can't get that video of the guy dancing who looks like him out of my head. Oh, the Sandro you're on about. Yeah. Yeah, I know what video you're on about now. I don't know where that is. Is that like Wembley or something? A bit slow and static here from United. Let's get the midfielders on the ball. Get Bruno Fernandes on it. Come on. There we go. Right. Garnacho. Let's give it away. Needs to do better there. Come on, United. Ref, come on, man. Fucking hell. Wolves are chanting about Are they? Interesting. Again, also doesn't surprise me, to be honest with you. Imagine that times 10 if he does come back. Louis Keeley says, who do you want to win? Oh, Rasmus is there. Watching. We need to get the boys on it in midfield. Get Casemiro pulling strings. Bruno Fernandes. Wolves very compact. A lot of numbers in the middle. Greg Dawson. Anyone with a stream can't use my Now TV Sky Pass in Italy because of Brexit. Feel for you, mate. Try VIP League. God, that's one thing I don't miss from TikTok lives. People asking for streams. Oh, I know I am. Fully aware of that. Never mind. Doesn't matter. But yeah, try that, Dale. Try that. Remember last time, like I was gonna get literally a sign above there saying I'm not showing the game because the amount of people that come in the stream. I'm like, you show the game. I can't make it get done for copyright. Yes, Casemiro. Play on, man. Play on. Okay, now. I've not even seen Rashford touch the ball yet. Anyone else seen Rashford touch the ball? Oh, here we go. Mason Mount there nearly in. That's what to expect a lot as well. Mount late runs, Bruno Fernandes late runs into the box. It just needs to click. It needs to get used to each other. Good touch. But then he's absolutely surrounded by Wolves players. Come on. Rashford needs to get on the left. I don't know why they make him play up top. Who else is it to play up top, though? Look at our set-piece record there. Last season, 20th set-piece goals, 20th goals from corners, and 19th corners per corner goal. I think Aaron said, whatchamacallit, that Veranda scored from a corner on this. Come on, let's improve that record. Mason Mount with the ball in. Oh, just under the keeper. Not an electric start from United, is it, though? Like a lot of people was expecting. Everyone's still thinking 3-0, 4-0. Oh. Oh. Stretch. What's the battery saying? Might have to, for people on YouTube, might have to start the stream again shortly because battery's dying and the laptop needs charging. So let me know who's in the chat currently, by the way, at the minute. Because yeah, I'll restart it quickly, but been 8 minutes in the game. Rashford still hasn't touched the ball. He's going to end up getting. Oh, come on, boys. Come on. Anthony wins it back. Gives it to Mason Mount. Garnacho. Heavy touch. Give it Rashford. Give it him. He's there. Fucking pass it him. Fuck me, man. Why did you not pass it in there? It's fucking annoying, that. Proper annoying. Garnacho needs to be less selfish there and give it Rashford. Yeah, I said before the game 1-0, 2-0. Absolutely one of them games. I can already tell. Bogey team Wolves, mate. I think Mount's looked all right. Oh, Wolves in behind here. Cuts back. Casemiro gets a touch to it, luckily. United on the counter. Get up the pitch. Come on. 2 players caught up to Garnacho. Come on. Wolves been the better side, to be honest with you. So far. We look sharp on the ball anyway. Corner for Wolves. Right, people in the YouTube, let me know if you can still hear me shortly, yeah? 1 second. If I can't, I'll restart the stream.